Hello, how y'all doing? I want to talk today about Peach McIntyre, part three. I'm hoping that this will be the last, y'all. I'm hoping that this will be the last. But Peach McIntyre keeps saying things that shock me, and it changes my whole dynamic about what my opinion of her is. Okay, she has revealed that she was severely abused as a child by her mother. Um, For example, she said she had to bathe in nasty bath water. Her mother would run the water, then bathe in it, and then pour bleach to make Peach bathe into that nasty water. That is so nasty and gross and filthy and diabolical. So look, that's worse than my abuse. I thought my abuse was bad, but that's worse. I mean, that none of that ever happened. Like I said, I thought mine was bad, but that's worse. Her mother is diabolical, sadistic, and cruel. And that's one of the nicer adjectives that I can think of. Okay. I have a better understanding of Peach, however. I understand why she cusses. Because she's thinking, okay, if I cuss everybody out, then everybody leave me alone. It's a defense mechanism. I understand a little bit about her relationship with Wood because she's attached to the first person who showed any interest. She didn't get any love at home, so she's attached to the first person who showed any interest in her whatsoever. She didn't get any love at all at home, no care. What I mean by care, proper clothes, proper food, etc. And I guess it had a lot to do with who her father was. Everybody hated her father, I guess, so they took it out on her. Now, in the beginning, when I started watching Peach, I was fascinated by her because she was just real organized. She had 5 children. She was just real organized. And that fascinated me. I like to see a Black woman in that state of mind. That just because you're on Section 8 and you're poor, you have food stamps, you can still be organized. You can still be organized. You can still be clean. Her apartment was clean. It was nicely decorated. So I thought that was fascinating. And like I said, I'm always glad to see a Black woman in that state of mind because the whole purpose of my channel is for Black women to get out of poverty, help Black women get out of poverty. That's why I talk about living cheap, save your money, investing in business and so on, because my goal is for Black women to get out of poverty. That's the whole purpose of my channel, to do what I can because we're the poorest of the poor. Now, personally, I would not have a woman like that over my house. I definitely would not have a woman like that around my children because she's going to do to Peach's children what she did to Peach. So my first advice, do not have her over your house and definitely do not have her around your children. I do not think that she owes her mother anything. She says she don't like her stepfather and she don't like this person. So why are you buying them cars? You don't owe them nothing. She doesn't owe them nothing. She don't owe them a car. She don't owe them a house. She don't owe them nothing. They didn't do nothing for her. So why is she buying them anything? So what my advice is for her not to repeat the cycle. I was abused, but I tried very hard not to repeat the cycle. I prayed when mine got home. I prayed prayers over them. I asked the Lord not to let him do this, not to let him do that. And the Lord answered my prayer. The Lord was faithful because all those things that I prayed for didn't happen. So the Lord was faithful. Okay, so what she has to do, I threw it in the trash the way I was raised. That's why I just threw it in the trash. Threw it in the trash. I read books on how African raised care for their babies. I read books on how to raise children because I just threw the way I was raised in the trash because it's not valid. So that's how I tried my best not to repeat, because abuse is a generational thing. My mother was abused, her mother was abusive, and then the grandmother was not very nice either. Okay, so that goes down to generation after generation. But see, my challenge was not to repeat the cycle. So that's what I tried to do, and that's what Peach has to try to do. She has to challenge herself not to repeat the abusive cycle. And, I wouldn't suggest she keeps spending $1,000 on a hairdo. I would suggest she take that $1,000 and invest in some therapy, especially for the son who's fighting already. I would suggest, like I would tell any Black woman on my channel, to take that money and generate businesses, buy some land, buy some real estate. And I hope that they eat better. That she eats better. They eat a lot of pork, and I submit to you, her children's cholesterol is high, and her cholesterol is high, and Wood's cholesterol is high, because they eat a lot of cholesterol laden food and sweets, y'all. I mean, that soda has what, 10 teaspoons per can or whatever, and that's not to mention what all those other brand Capri Sun or whatever. But look, she says her mother can say things and it's a trigger. But you know what? What's the truth? Her mother is a trigger. Her mother is just a complete trigger. That's her name. Her name should be Trigger. Okay, her mother's a trigger because of all that abuse. I don't even know how she came out sane, much less have a YouTube channel. But look, I pray for Peach. I wish her well. But I understand her a little better. I understand why she cusses, because that's a defense mechanism. She's going to cuss everybody out until everybody leave her alone. I understand why she got interested in Wood. I mean, love is complicated. But look, she got interested. The first man that showed any kindness toward her, she's interested now. I don't know, because love is strange. Okay, it was a long time before I found true love. I was in my almost my mid-20s before I even found true love. Okay, so there's always going to be some men that's going to talk trash to us, and we think they just trash. Okay, I won't go there. Okay, but I wish her well, and I hope she stays away from negative people and stay away from all these triggers and eat better. Save your money. Just like I would tell any black woman, save your money, invest your money, buy some land and real estate. Bye.